Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Newmarket Racecourse here on Friday. It is the 12th of July, 2024. Gonna look at the featured fourth race, the 335 from Newmarket. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And also join me tomorrow for my Saratoga Diana preview, also the July Cup here from Newmarket, and also my Grand Prix de Patty preview from Longchamp. Just in general, some good racing on both sides of the pond, so join me for those previews. But let's look at the featured fourth race, the 335, which is a good one. It's the Group 1 Falmouth Stakes. It's a Group 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $349,500, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. For those mares only, 7 horses are contesting 1,600 meters or a mile over the July course. Gonna take the 5 horse, a Lilac Rolla. I'm gonna go 5-7-3 in the Tricast Trifecta. 5-7-3 Tricast Trifecta. Top selection of 5 horse, Lilac Rolla. This 3-year-old filled by Harry's Angel here. Paddy Towney trains one, gets Lee up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came in the Group 1 Irish 1,000 Guineas at the Curragh, a mile on good ground the 26th of May. The horse finished second by 2 1/4 lengths behind Fallen Angel, who had the jump on this horse. He stalked all the way around the race course. He just couldn't get to lead the leader at the later stage of the race, but he ran his heart out. Maybe he needed to race quicker to the race there. He had a race 2 months prior, which I think was a little bit too much time between races. Gets a little bit of a quick turnaround here today. Back to a mile, not the world's deepest race. First time older horses. I think this horse could win. She ran 2 back in the Group 3 Bally Lynch Stud Priory Bell Stakes at Leopardstown. Heavy ground, 7 furlongs the 7th of April. She won by a head that day, and she basically stalked all the way around the race course. When she had the turn of foot, she flew home clear late. That was a very good race for her 3-year-old debut. And then her previous race, her final race is a 2-year-old in a conditions race at the Curragh, 7 furlongs fast ground, 20th of August. She won by a head that day, drawn on the stand side. She showed some speed. She quickened up nicely. She was kind of yielding late, but she got the job done, beating a good group of horses home. Opera Singer, who finished second, was a next start winner there. And then prior to that, in a main race at Cork over the 6th on the 20th of July, winning by 2 lengths. Not the best beginnings, but she really settled well after that and really had a great turn of foot late after that. Not a bad race for the maiden victory after all said and done. Showed some good form. Refreshing here against these older horses. I think she could win. I think the 7 horse Porta Fortuna for Donica O'Brien and Ryan Moore could find a trip to win also. 3-year-old Philip Caravaggio. Most recently ran at Royal Ascot, a mile in the Group 1 Coronation Stakes, and she ran terrifically, winning by a length that day. From a tracking trip, she really took off clear in the top of the lane. She flew home. Not a bad race that day. Major improvement off the race before, which was the 1,000 Guineas at Newmarket, a mile on the 5th of May. She finished second by head that day, and she had a very good stand-side post-draw. She sat back early. She moved a little bit late. Almica just had the jump late, but this horse, she really ran her heart out that day. And then the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies at Santa Anita, a mile on the 3rd of November on fast ground. She finished second by a half a length that day, and she sat mid-post most way around the race course. When she really, closed up well late, the winner, hard to justify, just had the jump on her, but again, not a bad race in defeat. And then the Group 1 Chevrolet Park over the 6th in Newmarket, actually decrease in trip from her previous race. She won by 1.5 lengths that day, and she basically won quite easily that day. Back to a mile trip, first time older horses. I think the older horses in this race are a little subpar. I think the 3-year-olds are the better form here, and I think they're sitting on good races. I'm going to use both these horses in the quad pod, but to recount my selection for the fourth now, 335 from Newmarket, it is the Group 1 Falmouth Stakes. Going to take the 5 horse Lilac Rolla and give kudos to the 7 horse Porta Fortuna. 5-7-3 Tricast Trifecta, 5-7 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.